indebted to our empire for matchmaking Mr. G with Mrs. T.
As refreshing as it might have been, it was no taste of home.
Which takes us from one imperial drink
to another.
Beer. IPA beer, to be specific, renowned for its quality and quantity of hops that give it distinctive flavour.
And what does IPA stand for? Indian Pale Ale.
Well, hops are quite sour, and to temper that sourness, we're adding some muscovado sugar from across another ocean, and also another British product as well, Worcestershire sauce.
You can't whack it.
Oh, it's full of gravy, and it's proper British bangers.
It's a sausage casserole with two fantastic ingredients. The IPA, Indian Pale Ale, and our snorker, Great British Banger. We like the pork sausage to be a pork sausage.
Don't like messed about sausages. And there's history in our sausages. I mean, our Cumberland sausages are full of black pepper and spice. That's because Cumberland was spice ports. Lincolnshire sausages, being market gardeners, put sage and herbs in them. And you know, the lawn sausage, the Scottish sausage that's square, just the perfect thing for a sausage sandwich.
You can use whatever sausage you like in this recipe. We're using 12 good-sized plain pork bangers. For about 8 to 10 minutes, we just want some colour on these sausages.
Don't prick your sausages.
No.
The sausage needs to be cooked in its skin, and if you keep the skin intact, it means the fat in the sausage, it's like a little pressure cooker around the meat. It's lovely.
And all of that flavour is going to end up in the bottom of the pan rather than in said sausage.
Ooh.
So you have been warned, no pricking. But we can slice, but not our sausages.
Supporting our snorkers will be 2 medium onions, chopped, 2 celery sticks, trimmed and thinly sliced, and 3 medium carrots. And I'm going to cut my carrots at a jaunty angle. It's kind of British, imperial carrots to make you see in the dark.
Oh, that's it. Look at them, man, look.
But one thing I am particular with, I do like my sausages to be in a natural casing.
Yes.
Plastic casings don't work. It's interesting where the term bangers came. I mean, during the war, they pumped so much water into the sausages that when you start to fry them, they go bangers.
See? Now we've got, look, a nice bit of colour on these sausages. I'm going to transfer them to the casserole pan. Look at those. Right, mate?
Oh, lovely. Just enough for 2.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't possibly. That doesn't serve any more than 2.
No. Maybe a bit more oil. And now, fry off for 5 minutes the onions, carrots, and celery. I mean, sausages have been mentioned in history. I mean, there was the talking dog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the dog that could say sausages. This fella had a dog, and he's tweaked the dog, and they all went, "Roo, roo, roo."
Sausages. Dog's just got a bad throat. He didn't start saying sausages at all.
I think we're there. Look, nice little colour on there.
Little bit of colour, Rooney.
Decant the veg to the thingy.
Decant the veg to the casserole dish. Oh, yes. And you know what we're going to do now, don't you?
Yep. We're going to deglaze the pan with IPA bitter beer. Now, let's talk IPA.
Yes. Oh, man.
IPA was invented through circumstance.
Indeed.
Beer that went out to India to nourish our kind of homesick troops and sailors, it went off. And indeed, they would grimace and just get it down. Dark porters, they'd survive, but it wasn't bitter. So, IPA was invented, which was super hoppy, which lasted longer, and also higher in alcohol content, which acted as a preservative. And funnily enough, it was stronger, it was tastier, and we Brits got a proper taste for it.
Once a splash of that's absorbed all the veg and sausage juices out of this frying pan, it all goes into the casserole.
Beer goes in. And you know, beer has been used in casseroles. You know, stout, you know, for Irish stews and everything. But the IPA works great with these sausages. Some water, a stock cube. You could make your own, but look, it's Thursday night, we've run out, everybody does it, so hey, we've got real. And some tomato puree. But you see, with that dry hoppy beer and that tomato puree, we need to sweeten things up a bit, and the perfect thing is dark muscovado sugar.
2 tablespoons of that will smooth out the bitter edge that our IPA adds.
Worcestershire sauce, and it's brilliant, just a splash. Drop a bay leaf in.
So what we're going to do is bring this to a steady simmer.
And we're going to simmer it for 30 minutes. Isn't it funny? All those old Victorian flavours like Worcestershire sauce, gentleman's relish, anchovy paste, devilled things, all really quite robust in flavours. You know, and people say in the 20th century that the British were boring eaters. We had a bit of a lull, but nah. To our boots, we like flavour.
Aye, our empire might have pulled in flavours from all over the globe.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
But we must never forget that when it comes to beer, we're damn good at brewing up the very best ourselves.
I'll go and check it, mate.
All right, you check and I'll chop.
Lovely.
Right, Kingy, time to add the rest of the veg. Time to add the leeks. Chunky leeks, I think.
Oh, yes.
Now these only need about 5 minutes to cook. And just pop them in. Check they're clean. These are clean. Sometimes the leeks have mud in and it's horrendous. So chunky leeks. And just going to simmer that for 5 minutes. Ooh.
It tastes fantastic.
Beautiful. Right, let's turn that right down. We don't want it a bit thicker, don't we?
We do.
Cornflour water. That won't take a moment to thicken.
And just cook it for another 3 minutes, just to cook that flour out.
Oh, aye. And pretty soon that gravy will be thick and glossy, just like an estate agent from Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
I go salt.
Go.
Ooh, the star turn. Take 3 sausages.
Yes.
Working on the theory that odd numbers look better.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh. That is a dish with heritage, isn't it? I mean,
It is.
it's British to its roots. On our sausage.
It never did it?
By heck, that's good. The gravy's phenomenal.
I love sausage.
I love gravy. I love sausage and beer.
Give us a bash at the bangers and mash, me mother used to make. Bangers and mash,
Minestrone,
bangers and mash.
macaroni.
Give us a bash at the bangers and mash, me mother used to make.
Whilst we thought nothing of exporting our beer halfway around the world for our thirsty troops,